Bonjour tout le monde, hello everyone. This video is more of a commentary and a vlog video. Just me narrating over the entire situation which I faced today. And this is because I wanted to go out and make a video which one of the subscribers of my channel had requested to do a time-lapse video using the Bebop 2 drone. So because it was a beautiful day, I really rushed out and I didn't prepare very well. So I forgot the iPad, which had the purchased version of Flight Plan on my iPad. And that is the thing I used to fly the Bebop. But no problem, I used my Android phone to fly the Bebop as well. But I was only able to fly it in manual, and I had to set it up with all my settings lowered to the lowest setting so that the Bebop would fly at the slowest rate it could possibly fly. And this is because with the time-lapse I wanted to do somewhat of a sliding motion, as you would use a DSLR on a slider to move across the frame while moving really slowly. And what I do afterwards is take the entire video and speed it up, and this creates that the time-lapse effect, or hyperlapse. Some people like to use hyperlapse. So that is how I wanted to create this video to teach you how to do that. But I did fail because I did not have my iPad with me and I couldn't create a flight plan to do that, to do the flight. There was also another thing I noticed was the Bebop was bopping up and down, or hopping. So it would just erratically go up and down, and the entire time it was flying. And the camera, on the other hand, the camera was superb. I did focus it. I do have a little bit of dust on the sensor, so around 7 o'clock ish there's a little dark patch there, and that is because of a little speck of dust on the camera sensor on the Bebop. So not a problem, I can just open up the back of the sensor and clean it out. So that was the problems I was faced with today in this flight. And as you can see, I'm flying really slow from left to right, somewhat on a, what is it, a yaw. And the slow motion is what I use to create the time-lapse. But because of the hopping motion, or the bopping motion going up and down, this rendered my time-lapse useless. I could stabilize it in post, but that would mean cutting up the video and cropping it down even to a smaller file size, which would defeat the purpose of having a really nice 1080p video of a time-lapse. But apart from that, the settings were really good, and using low settings and flying it manually at a really slow pace to cover a large area, cover a very short area over a long period. And this long period is then sped up in editing or using software to increase the speed, somewhat like fast forwarding, and that creates your time-lapse in the video. So in this you'll see the clouds moving really fast, and that is how you create that with a Bebop. I will, however, create a proper tutorial on how to do this with Flight Plan and without Flight Plan, because I understand a lot of people don't want to buy Flight Plan, and if they want to buy just to create a time-lapse video, I don't think it would be, it would be worth it, because Flight Plan is used for other things as well than just creating a time-lapse. No, you cannot use time-lapse with images because it does not have a shutter timer where it releases the camera shutter to take the picture while it's in flight repetitively. So you can't do that unless if you continuously press the picture button in normal mode to take pictures repeatedly during the entire flight. So, but you can do that with Flight Plan, and that is why I mentioned Flight Plan earlier, because it's a lot easier to create a drone hyperlapse or time-lapse with FreeFlight Pro. So to show you a bit of the bopping motion, I'm just going to pull up a video from the other drone, which was using to record the Bebop while I was doing a forward motion. Alright, here is the footage of the Bebop, showing the Bebop in flight and flying really slow going forward to capture a long video over a short distance. And you can see the Bebop going up and down. Now this is a new problem, I've never faced this before, but I suspect it could be my GPS module, because that was the only thing apart from the camera that was removed and put back. So I have a spare GPS module which I will try tomorrow and see if this clears this little hopping motion that the drone makes. I will also do a complete reset of the drone before I change the cards, a complete reset and reconfigure everything, all my settings, my Wi-Fi, and see if that does any good. If it doesn't, and if it still hops, I will change the GPS module and hopefully that will fix the problem. So I will see you guys tomorrow evening with another video, and hopefully I will successfully be able to create a tutorial on how to use the Bebop to create a time-lapse or a hyperlapse, whichever works for you.